Thank you so much for joining me today on Senior Fitness with Meredith. So today's workout, we'll go through what you need. We're going to do the majority standing. We're going to start with our strong cardio. Then we're going to stay standing. I'm going to use the timer and we're going to use our weights. And then we will have that chair close by because we're going to sit in our chair to do our core work and our stretch at the end. So now with all of that being said, you can take your time, get your space ready for cardio, get your comfortable but sturdy chair to sit in, and then get your weights or whatever you're using for resistance. Remember, you can always modify. You can just do range of motion. You can do the entire workout sitting in your chair. Remember that. Always knowing that there's so many different levels. Every single workout, make it yours to what you can do right now today. So with all of that being said, I will say we apologize for last week, the disruption that we had, the disturbance towards the end. Hopefully we'll get through this one. We'll get the whole thing, stretch included. So reminder, if you do last week's live stream workout, which is now up on the YouTube channel, to put a nice stretch to it. Because we didn't get that part in, unfortunately. It cut us off at that 45-minute mark. So remember that, and we apologize for that. And then I'm going to show you something also while you get your water, your weights, your chair, and all of that for today's workout. So I would like to use, and you may see some of the videos that I have on the channel with the resistance ball. So I would love if you have the ability to get one of these. They're just like playground balls. They have some give to them. I want you to be able to hold it so it's not too big. So if you have one of those, we might use this next week along with another piece of equipment. If you don't have that, you don't want to go buy one, you can always use a smaller pillow, something with a little bit of give to it. So just wanted to let you know ahead of time. And then also these little stress balls that you can get, these are great to work your grip strength. We might use these during our warm-up. Again, always optional, but really good for hands that have arthritis. People think that it's not good. It's actually very good to work out those joints. So for next week, not for this week, I'm leaving them here as a reminder and also showing you that you can get all different types of weights too. So different body parts constitute different size weights if you get to that point and you feel comfortable with that. All right, I give you plenty of time. You have your water close by. You'll see Tyson's here again today. Let's hope he's good. I'm going to start the music. We're going to go ahead and get started. I will, at halfway through, whatever I feel that's going to be once we get going, give you the chance to grab some water. But I just want us to keep moving, okay? I don't want us to completely stop because we're going to bring that heart rate up during our cardio. So even if you grab that water, bring it to a light march. Try not to let the head go below the heart, leaning forward, reach down for it, all those good things. I'm starting the music. Let's get started. I hope you're excited. I am. All right. Here we go. Remember, go at your pace. Do movements that feel best for you. If you don't like a movement, come back to just a little tap side to side or full march. We'll start with that march. Nice, slow, and controlled. Abdominals nice and tight. Relax those shoulders down. This might be some of our first movements, big movements of our day. Take your time getting into them. With our legs marching, core tight. Big deep inhale, arms up and around. And exhale. One more time, big deep inhale. And exhale. Just keep that march going now. Knees up, pumping those arms. As we get warmed up, make those movements a little bit bigger. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Nice and lifted and proud. Stay stationary with your march, or if you feel comfortable and you have the space, we're going to move with our march, just front to back. So 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap. Again, Only if you feel comfortable. You can always hold on to an object while we're doing our standing cardio. Front to back. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. Front and back. 2 more. Front and back. 1 more. Front. And hold that march now. Always find our footing and breath in between our movements. Heel digs are going to go to the front next. Right, left. Heel dig, press, press. Extending everything to the front. We know these moves. Warming up the entire front body. Exhale, inhale. Four more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back up to our march. Nice and lifted. Relax those shoulders, core tight. Side taps are next. Right, left. So side tap, right, left, press out, right, left. Exhale, inhale. Keep that slight bend in the knee joints. Don't lock them out. And our lateral movements, working the side body. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back up to that march again. Nice and lifted. Make sure you have that little bit of space behind you now for those back taps. We're just going to tap right, left, extend right, left. Keep the elbows nice and high. Think the back of the arms, those triceps extending, warming them up. Exhale, inhale. Four more. 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back up nice and tall to that march. Legs are going to stay marching. We're going to extend the arms up overhead if that feels okay for your shoulders. So we're extending up and down. Lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, inhale. Lengthen up, lengthen down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come back to that regular march. Make sure we have that space next to us. We're going into our side steps next. Step right, left, side to side. Inhale, exhale, side to side. Side to side. Go at a pace that feels best for you. Steps as wide as you feel comfortable in your space provided. Pull those arms back, warm up our chest and back. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back up nice and tall, march it. Deep inhales and exhales. We're gonna go to toe taps in the front next. It's almost like you're stepping on something. We're gonna toe tap to the front. Right, left, right, left. Once you have the footing down, both arms are gonna work almost like a chest fly. So bring them around, bring them around. Inhale, exhale. Four, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back up nice and tall to our march. Keep the core pulled in tight. Try and keep that length in the spine. Don't curve forward as we get fatigued. Stay nice and lifted. Hamstring curls are next. So that space behind us as we curl that foot behind us, leading from your heel. Feels if you're flexing your foot. You're engaging the back of your leg. That's the hamstring. Exhale, inhale. Let's do 4 more on each side. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back up to that march. Hold it. Double side steps next. So again, we need that space. If you have it, or stay with your singles, going at your pace, doing what feels best for you, 2 each way. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Remember that slight bend in the knee joints. Don't lock them out, right to left. Pulling those arms back. Inhale, exhale. To the right, 2 to the left. Let's do 2 more. 2, 2, 1 more, right and left. Back up nice and tall. Hold it. Deep inhales and exhales. Alternating our knee raises next. So we're just going to bring up right, left, then I'll show you a modification. So right, left, right, left. That's a lot of work on our balance. You can hold on to something if you still want to do that knee raise, or a little tap to the front like we did. Whatever feels best for you. The abdominals are pulled in tight. Pull, pull. A lot of core work here, a lot of balance. Keep that slight bend in the knee joint. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more, right, left. Come back up nice and tall with our march. Gonna do our mambo step next. Just our right side. That transfer of weight front to back will stay on right. So start. Ready? Front to back. Front to back. Inhale, exhale. Front to back. Front to back. Inhaling, exhaling. Four more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, back up to our march now. Same thing. Left foot leading, mambo, front to back. Left side, front to back. Front to back. Front to back. Inhale, exhale. Front to back. Nice and lifted as we concentrate on our movements. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Left side, come back up to our march and hold. Gonna go to our sides now with our mambo step. So it's just gonna be over to the right together, over to the left together. So we go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, to left, right, left. Inhale, exhale, right and left. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more, right, left. Come back up to our march and hold it. Now we're gonna go front, back, to our side. Little pause when we come back to center, then left side. Might take a couple to get it. Front, back, side, together. Lead with our right. We're alternating. Start right, front, back, side, together. Left, front, back, side, together. Right, front, back, side, together. Left, front, back, side. Keep going. Right, front, back, side, together. Left, front, back, side, together. Right, front, back, side, left, front, back, side. Let's do 2 more rounds. Front, back, side, together. Front, back, side. 1 more time. Front, back, side, and left. Front, back, side, come back to our march. Good job. Just a little diagonal walk now, kind of bringing it down before we do just a little water break. We're going to repeat that again. So diagonal walk to the right and to the left. 1, 2, 3, tap, back where we started. 1, 2, 3, tap, back where we started. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Do a couple more. 1, 2, 3, tap. One more round to the right and back to the left. Let's hold on to our march now. Slow it down a little bit. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Perfect time to grab some water. A little sip of water, should be close by. You can try to keep moving till we keep the heart rate up a little bit. I'm just gonna go for a couple breaths, give you time to get your water. All right, we're doing that set again. So we'll start with just a couple deep inhales, exhales with those legs marching. Big deep inhale, arms up and around, find that breath. And exhale, let's do that one more time. Big deep inhale and exhale. Moving with our march, front to back again if you feel comfortable. To the front, bring it back. Movements as big as you have space for and that you feel comfortable with. Core pulled in tight. Going into our second round, we start to get fatigued. Breathing. Take breaks when you need them. Front, 2, 3, tap. Back, 2, 3, tap. Two more times. Come towards me, 2, 3, and back, 2, 3. One more. Front, 2, 3, tap, back. Hold on to our march. Those heel digs to the front next. Right, left, press out to the front. Extend, extend. Exhale, inhale. Four more, 4, 3, 2, one more each side. Come back up nice and tall. That space next to us, our side taps, right, left, press out to our sides. Extend everything out. Exhale, inhale. Keep that slight bend in the knee joints. Exhale, inhale. 4, 3, 2, one more each side, come back up tall. That space behind us, those little back taps, right, left, extend the arm back behind you. Core tight, chest goes slightly forward. Exhale, inhale. 4, 3, 2, one more each side, back up nice and tall, hold that march. Legs stay marching. If you have the mobility in those shoulders, extending up overhead, so press them up and down. Lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, inhale, lengthen up, lengthen down. 4, 3, 2, one more, up, down. Hold on to that march. We're going into our side steps next. Make sure you have that space next to you. Right, left. Pull those arms back, side to side. Again, that slight bend in the knee joints. Don't lock them out. Going through our second round, body's nice and warm. Make those movements a little bit bigger now. Really get that upper back and chest. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. 3, 2, One more each side. Come back up nice and tall with our march. Couple breaths here. Toe taps to the front. Again, alternating with that chest fly with our arms. Right, left, press, press. Kind of stepping onto the ball of your foot when you bring that foot to the front. Abdominals pulled in tight. 4, 3, 2, one more each side, nice and tall. Hamstring curl, so focus is the back of the body. We're leading from our heel as we curl right, left, right, left. You can flex that foot as you bring it up off the ground. Right and left. Exhale, inhale. 3 more, 2, one more each side, back up nice and tall, hold that march. Double side steps again, if you've got the space, or stay with our singles, otherwise it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Side to the right, over to the left, side to side, breathing, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do 2 more each way, right and left. 1 more, right, left, hold that march. Nice and centered, nice and tall, relax those shoulders. Remember, watch the body and posture as we get fatigued. Relax, core tight. Alternate knee raises, right, left, right, left. If that's too much on your balance, you can hold on to something or that little toe tap to the front. Exhale, inhale. 3 more, 3, 2, 1 more each side, back to that march. Our mambo step again. Right foot, front to back, transferring that weight. Front to back, front to back. Inhale, exhale. Front to back, front to back. Inhale, exhale. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1 more right side. Come back to that march, just a couple breaths. Left side, front to back. Let's transfer that weight in mambo. Front to back, front to back. Inhale, exhale. Front to back, front to back. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. Last 2. Last 1. Come back up nice and tall with our march. Mambo step to our sides next. Hold on 1 second, let me check. See if my stuff went off. It did. Keep marching, keep marching. Side steps, or excuse me, mambo steps side to side. Right and left, right and left, right and left. Side to side. Inhale, exhale. Side to side. Nice and tall. Feel that transfer of weight side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back up nice and tall. Now that mambo step will alternate sides, front, back, side, together. Right, then left. All right, right side leads, front, back, side, together, front, back, side, together, front, back, side, together, left, front, back, side, together, right, front, back, side, left, front, back, side. 2 more rounds, right, front, back, side, left, front, back, side. 1 more time, front, back, side, and left, front, back, side. Hold on to that march. Deep inhales, deep exhales. You can get a smaller march, so not bringing those knees up as high. We're just going to keep the legs moving as we do a couple of stretches for the upper body. So those legs are marching, bringing those hands behind you. If you can, interlacing them, opening up through the shoulders and chest. If interlacing behind you is not available, press them back so you feel that opening in the shoulders and chest. You're squeezing your shoulder blades on your upper back and you're breathing. Stretching, bringing the heart rate down. Releasing that. Hands come in front, interlace, round and arch your spine. Again, little march with those feet. Open those shoulder blades on your upper back. Length stays in the arms. If you have the availability and mobility, arms go up nice and high. Big stretch, big inhale. Exhale, release them down. Down by our sides, shrug them up, release, up. 1 more, circle to the front. There's one of my kids. Circle front, 2 more. Now to the back, just 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. Last one. And we're gonna slow those feet down so they stop. If you have that chair and you need to hold on to it, feel free to do so. We're gonna put our right heel down. I want that bend in your left knee. Sit your hips back. So again, slight bend stays in both the knee joints. Hinging from the hip, the chest goes forward. I don't want your head going below your heart. We have not brought the heart rate down all the way yet. Get a nice stretch through the back of that right leg. Roll it up. Let's do the left. Left heel goes down. Bend in the knees. Sit those hips back like you're about to sit in a chair. Hinging from the hip, the chest goes forward. So again, we're not bending at the waist and curving the spine. Flat back, chest goes forward. Breathe. Roll it up, nice and slow. Nice stable stance with those feet. Big deep inhale, arms up and around. Exhale, just 1 more of those. Big deep inhale, and exhale. I'm gonna stop the music, grab some water. This is the perfect time to grab your weights, and I will have the chair. We need that now too, all right? Let's stop that. All right, take your time, grab your water. Let's get everything set up. So when I have the chair for our first movement, I'll tell you what we're doing. We're gonna sit down in our chair. So we've done them before, those sit and stands. We're gonna have weights for it. So we're doing 2 movements, lower body, upper body. We're putting them both together. So that's our weight workout today. It's not only good for the body, it's good for the brain because we have to move 2 things at the same time. Gets rather difficult every once in a while. So I'm going to pick up one of my weights because that's what we're going to use for our first thing. I'm going to bring the other one just so it's close by. And I'm going to take a sip of my water. All right, so you're stationary, you're just gonna sit. You're only gonna sit for a minute. It's not gonna be for very long, so don't worry, and then that chair is gonna go over to the side again. Majority is standing. So I have a timer. If you hear little beeps going on, you remember this from last week. Don't be looking around the house and wondering what that beep is. It's my timer. You'll hear it a couple of times. We have that 10-second break. Then we work for 30 seconds. We're going right through it. Lower body, upper body, put the two movements together. So a squat, a chest press, they work together. All right, so I'm going to sit down. I'm going to show you first before we get started and before that timer starts. Remember, with our sit and stands, nice, stable base with those feet. Shoulder distance apart. Equal pressure, ball of your foot to your heel. If you don't want to sit, you can always do a squat. I like the seat because it makes you go lower in your squat than what we normally do. I want you putting all your focus, your quadriceps, your gluteals, your core pulled in tight. Holding on to that weight. I'm not going to start the timer yet. I just want to show you the first one. We're going to go up nice and light, then sit back down. All right? So you're not jerking the body. You're really focusing on what you're working. I'm going to start the timer. We have a 10-second break. At the next beep, we do our stand and sits. Relax your shoulders, holding that weight. Upper body's not working, no momentum. Exhale, sit down. When you sit, maybe keep those hips a little bit up off the chair. So we're not putting all of our weight when we sit down. We're keeping those knees in alignment with our ankles. Exhale, inhale. Focus on the quadriceps, the gluteals. Keep the length in your spine. All right, stay standing now. Chest press. So we have our one weight. It's going to go out at a slight diagonal in front of you. Keep the bend in the knees. Press it out. Bring it in. Press it out. Bring it in. Exhale. Inhale. Focus on pressing and lengthening from the front body. Exhale, inhale. Make sure you have that good stance. We're going to put these two movements together for our next one. We're going to stand and press that weight to the front. So having a seat, don't lose your good form because we're putting two movements together. Standing all the way up, pressing to the front. Exhale, inhale. And it's not momentum, it's not a jerking movement with the upper body. Press, release down. Extend to the front as we stand up nice and tall. Almost there, almost there. And if you're holding a weight, you can keep holding it or release it. I'm going to pause our timer. This is a perfect time in between each set. We're going to get our heart rate up. We're working upper lower body together. Take the time to find your breath, grab your water. Next movement, you'll need two weights for, or you can still hold on to one if that's all you have. I'll show you what we're doing. I'll move that out of the way. Like I said, we weren't going to sit for long, huh? We're doing a deadlift, then an upright row. So that deadlift down, up nice and tall. That's our first movement. Second movement, focus on our shoulders. Lifting up, upright row. Put the two together. Deadlift, tall, upright row, release. So remember those deadlifts focuses back of your legs. So chest goes forward as you hinge at your hips, not the bend at the waist. From our hips, length stays in our spine, back of your legs lifts you back up. Should not feel all the pressure going into your lower back. Lower back is working as a secondary, but those hamstrings are doing that work. All right, so two weights, if you have it, or holding on to one. That works, or just do the range of motion. Don't forget, that's always an option. We're gonna start in 5 seconds. I'm gonna hit start, and then you'll hear that beep. I'm picking up my weights. So have both those weights, be ready. Feet shoulder distance apart, slight bend in the knees, flat back. Weights go down about knee level. Hamstrings pull you back up. Inhale, exhale. You don't even have to go down as far as knee level. If you feel the back of your legs doing that work, and it's a small hinge from the hips, that's perfect. If you go any deeper and you only feel your lower back, then you know where to stop. Smaller range of motion does not mean it's not doing the work. Inhale, Exhale. Next thing, upright rows. We're nice and tall. Focus on the top of your shoulders. Relax them down. Lift those elbows high. Those weights come under your chin. Release down. Breathe. Exhale. Inhale. We're exerting that energy. We're exhaling out when those muscles are doing the majority of the work. We're going to put those two together. Nice and lifted. Keep that slight bend in the knees. Now our deadlift with our upright row. Keeping the stable base, keep the bend in the knees. Don't lose form as we work upper and lower together. Deadlift down, tall, upright row, release. Deadlift down, up tall, upright row. Focus, back of your legs, your hamstrings. Shoulders lift up, release. Hamstrings, shoulders. Front bend, upright row. Front bend, upright row. Almost there, almost there. Front bend. Let's get our upright row in. Weights can go down. I'm going to pause our timer. That's your break time. So now our next movements, you'll only need one weight. It's going to be a right-sided, then a left-sided thing. So if you have two, you can put one a little bit out of the way. Take your time, like I said. This workout brings the heart rate up. We're doing those two movements so quickly together too, we're fatiguing those muscles. So take your time, grab your water. So our next thing, this is where I like you to have something to hold on to if you need it for balance. So having that chair, wall, countertop. The next two movements I'll show you, and we'll put them together. Chest is going to go slightly forward, always keeping that slight bend, straight back leg raise. That's our first movement. Back pull, second. Then we put them together. We'll do right side, we'll do left side. Then we'll take our little break. So it's going to keep going, bring that heart rate up, go at your pace. All right. So if you're holding that weight, it's in your right hand. The right leg is doing the work. I'm going to start the timer. Nice straight back leg raise. In 3 seconds, slight bend stays in that standing knee joint. Chest is forward. Bringing that leg up. Release. So if holding your balance, you're perfectly fine. You don't need anything. Just put that hand on your hip. Focus on equal pressure, ball of your foot to your heel in that standing leg. That straight leg going back, we're leading from our gluteals and our lower back. Core is pulled in tight. Exhale. Now our back pull, focusing on that upper back. That's where we're pulling from. Chest stays forward. Keep that slight bend. Right side leading the way. Squeeze up, release. Squeeze up, pause, release. Slow and controlled in both directions. So easy, especially as we get fatigued, to just let that weight fall down, let gravity take over. Exhale, inhale. So we have that back leg raise, back pull. We're going to put them both together. Don't lose your form. Back leg, pull back. All right, keep that slight bend. Everything lifting up. Again, you've got something to hold on to. Exhale, inhale. Upper back with upper body. Gluteals and lower back with lower body. Again, focusing on what we're working. Not just pulling that weight, jerking it up. Exhale, inhale. You'll start to feel that standing leg. Back leg raise, left side. Switch that weight to your left hand. Chest slightly forward. Keep that slight bend in that standing knee. Bring that left leg back. Left leg back. Focus, focus. Gluteals and lower back. Core's nice and tight. Even though chest is forward, we want to keep that core tight to protect our lower back as we work it. Lead from that heel back behind you. Again, holding on to something if all you're focusing on is your balance. Breathing. Back pull on our left side. So chest is going to stay forward, keeping the slight bend in those knees. Bringing that weight. Focus on your upper back. Squeeze, release. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Slow control both directions. Don't let gravity take over. Squeeze up, release. We get to put these two together next. Entire left side working. All right. Keep that slight bend in that right knee. Don't hyperextend and lock it out to hold you up. Chest is forward. Left leg, left arm. Squeeze up, release. Squeeze up, whoops, release. I was waiting for that to happen. Squeeze up, release. Gluteals, lower back, upper back with the upper body. You'll start to feel that standing leg because all that weight's on it and we've worked it already. Breathe. Almost there, then I'll let you put the weight down for a second and go over our next movements. And little break. Weight goes down for a second. I pause this. Grab some water, shake the fingers out, shake the body out. Next movement, upper lower. We'll do right and then left again. Again, having something to hold on to is good. Side leg raise. We're going to hold that weight and just bring that right leg out to the side to start. Then we'll do a side arm raise. Then you guessed it, we put them both together. Right side, left side, then a little break. All right? Go at your pace. Remember, if it starts to get too much, maybe take the weight out of it. Just do the range of motion. You're going to focus on still working body parts, but you're going to really focus on engaging the core, working your balance. Wonderful things also. So I'm going to pick my one weight up. I'm going to hit start on the timer. That side leg raise. In 5 seconds. Nice and tall. Slight bend in that standing knee joint. Just out to the side to start. Leading from your heel. Try and keep your foot parallel to the ground and don't allow the toes to go up to the sky. We want to focus on hip, outer thigh, and gluteals. That's where the work is coming from. Nice and tall. Keep that slight bend in that standing knee joint. Breathing. Exhale, inhale. Now our side arm raise is next. Nice and lifted. Have a nice stable base to start. Slight bend in that elbow joint. Out to the side. Release down. This is a lot of core work too, because we're only doing one side. Usually when you're holding two weights, you feel more balanced, right and left. When you only do one side, that weight wants to pull you over. So what do? We pull in from the core. We stay nice and tall. We don't allow it to drag us over to the side. So really working the core. Breathing. The two together. All right. Nice and lifted. Good form. Go at your pace. Lower body, upper body. Exhale. Inhale. Slow controlled. Again, when we're working upper and lower, bringing the heart rate up, but it's so easy to lose form. If one gets too much, take that part out of it. Just do only lower or just upper. Hip, outer thigh, gluteal, and shoulder working. Right side. Almost there. Core tight, slight bend in the knee. All right. Left side, just lower to start. Weight goes on that outer thigh, holding on to something if you need it. Keep that slight bend nice and tall. Out to the side. Leading from your heel. Really focus hip, outer thigh, gluteal. I say lead from your heel because as soon as those toes go up towards the sky, you're right to the front of the leg in that hip flexor. Where we start to feel that pain, we want to put everything, really focus, side of the body. All right, find a stable base, slight bend in that elbow joint, leading from that shoulder. Our side arm raise, relax the shoulders, no higher than shoulder level, slow and controlled. Exhale, inhale. Again, we're not just swinging the weight. It does not have to go as high as shoulder level. It can be a small raise out to the side, but you're engaging. We get to put those two together next. All right, finding your balance. Slight bend in the right knee. Core is tight. Stay nice and tall, holding on if you need to. Left side doing that work, arm out, leg out. Think hip, outer thigh gluteal, think shoulder. Breathing, exhale, inhale. Let you put your weight down after this, a little break. We're getting there. Little break, weight can go down. Grab some water as I tell you what the next two movements will be. Again, right side, left side. We're going to focus on a knee raise and a bicep curl. So again, it's just lower, then upper, then we put them both together. Everything coming to the front. Right side, left side. All right. These are only two more sets that we have to go. Then we'll sit down, we'll focus on core and stretch. So we're getting so close. Stick with me. I know these longer workouts, whew, they are tiring, but it's great. We're getting it all in, our cardio, our strength training, our core, our stretching. Getting that heart rate up, we're working everything right now. Just that one weight, focus on right side. We're just holding the weight to do that knee raise to start. I'm going to start the timer. Nice and tall, don't lose your form. Core tight, shoulders relaxed, slight bend in the knee. Just bring that right knee up. Right knee up. If you can, when you release it down, just barely tap your toes. You'll start to feel that left leg work. It's holding all your body weight. Leading from that right quadricep. It's pulling that foot up off the ground. Exhale, inhale. Nice and lifted. All right, stable base with lower body. Palm faces towards me. Elbow close to the side of the body. Front of the arm, that bicep. Keep that slight bend in the knees. Curl up, release. Curl up, release. Exhale, inhale. Curl up. Again, slow control, just doing one side at a time. You might feel the core work, it feels a little bit different. Slow, controlled. Now let's put the two together, right side, then we'll do left. Nice and lifted, knee raise, bicep curl. Everything coming up to the front. Curl and lift, release. Curl and lift, release. If it gets to be too much, instead of just stopping, maybe have a seat with your movements or put your weight down. Just do your range of motion. Still getting the work in. Looking at a couple of the comments as we do this. All right, left side. So just holding the weight in that left hand. Knee raise to start. Remember, slow controlled, barely releasing it if you can. Bring it up, tap, tap. Keeping that slight micro bend in that standing knee joint. Leading up from your quadricep. Big leg muscle leading the way. We've already worked these with our stand and sits. They're nice and warmed up. You might feel them working immediately. That's a good thing. Core pulled in tight. Now our bicep curl. Have a stable base when we just do the upper body by itself. Palm faces towards me. Elbow nice and close to the side of the body. That bicep. Curl up, release. Curl up, release. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Curl, release. Focus on the front of the arm, the bicep. Let's put the two together. Then that little break and one more set. We're almost there. You can do it. Knee raise, bicep curl, left side. Nice and tall. Curl it up, release. Up, release. Exhale, inhale. Try and stay nice, slow, and controlled. Again, as we get fatigued, we just want to get it done. We want to throw everything up. Focus, focus, focus. That's where we really are working the body. Nice and proud. Little break. Your weight can go down for a second. One more set. Then we get to have a seat. Focus on core, focus on stretching. So our last set, hamstrings, back of our arm. So it'll be our curl, right side, kick back, then everything's gonna work at the same time. Right side, left side, have a seat. All right, so that's where we're going. There's your little break. Pick your one weight up. Smaller muscle group, tricep. Remember, focus on if you have multiple sets of weights, know which one that you should be picking up. So it's just lower body to start. I'm gonna start the timer. Nice and tall. Flexing your foot, lead from your heel. Same movement that we do in our cardio, right? Our hamstring curls. Same muscle group that we worked when we did our deadlifts. So again, if doing it, you feel it immediately, that's because we've worked them already. They've already been used. They're warmed up in the cardio. We worked them with our deadlifts. Now I really want you to focus on feeling and pulling that foot up from that body part. Stable base with the feet, chest forward, lift that elbow high, keep it lifted, core tight. We're just extending that arm back, bring it in. Extend back, bring it in. Exhale, inhale. Tricep, kicking that arm back, back of the arm doing the work. Exhale, inhale. So think back of the arm, kicking that weight back, back of the leg when we do that hamstring curl. So when we put them both together, that helps with the mind. So keep that elbow nice and high. Hamstring curl, tricep kick back. Everything goes behind you. Everything goes behind you. Lead from your heel as you bring that foot behind you. Exhale, inhale. Don't just swing the weight with the upper body. Almost there, and only one more side to go. You are almost done. Weight goes in your left hand. Just the lower body working to start. Hamstring curl. Nice and tall and proud. Lead from that heel, foot comes behind you. Curl up. Again, flexing the foot. Feel as soon as you flex your foot, your hamstring, the back of your leg engages, then that's what's used to bring the foot behind you. I want you to feel that part of the body. I want you to focus on that part of the body. Stay tall. Relax those shoulders down. Now our tricep kickback. stable base with the feet, with just the upper body working. Chest goes forward. Lift that elbow nice and high. Focus on the back of your arm, your tricep, to extend your weight. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Extend, release. Exhale, inhale. Almost there, almost there. Breathing. All right, upper lower together. Then we get to have a seat. Hamstring curl, tricep kickback. Chest is slightly forward. Keep the elbow high. Extend everything behind you. Again, like I said, not only are we working the body, we're really making the brain work to get everything in sync. Exhale, inhale. So important. Focus on the back of your leg. Focus on the back of your arm. Exhale, inhale. Don't just swing. I know we're fatigued. We're getting close to that hour mark. Release your weight down. Have a seat. Grab your water if you're not doing so. I need to do that. So we're going to have a seat in our chair. I'm going to grab some water. You take your time. I could feel it. I hope you could too. So our focus now is core. So really focusing on our abdominals, sides of our waist, those obliques, lower back, and a little bit of range of motion in our spine. So that's where we're going with it. You have the option of adding weight to it. For the first movement and our last movement, I'm going to add weight. But we're going to have a couple in the middle that I'm not going to use weights for. But remember to do everything at your pace. Just because I'm holding weights does not mean you have to. So I'm picking up one weight for our regular sitting back and tall, focusing on entire abdominal wall. So we're sitting back in our chair. Walk those feet out a little bit. So nice and proud through the chest. As soon as we sit back in our chair, we want to slunch into that chair. We want to lose our core and lose our posture. Stay nice and proud. Keep the abdominals engaged and tight. Keep length in your spine. Those feet walk out because we don't want to use our lower body and our hip flexors to pull us up. That imaginary string right in the center of your belly. So we're holding that weight. First one's always hardest because we have to gauge how far we have to sit up. Right in the center of the belly. Exhale, body sits up nice and tall. We gently release back. Exhale. Gently release back. Exhale. Again, feel the abdominals engage. The entire abdominal wall lifts you up. We're not tightening the legs. We're not pulling from our hip flexors. We're definitely not letting momentum push us up. Breathing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do 3 more. If you're holding a weight, we'll put it down after that if you'd like. 2 more. Last one. I'm going to put my weight down. We're going to sit back in our chair again. Now this is where, if you would like to make it a little harder, those arms can go up, they can go behind your head. I like them out because this is not a range of motion that's necessarily easy for everyone. Between your shoulders and your upper back, if they're tight, this is not an easy movement. You can always keep them open a little bit. We're going to do what is called a cross crunch. So we're going to bring alternating knees coming up and then twisting over. So when we sit up tall, our first one, right knee is going to come up. I'm trying to get my left elbow towards that knee. We gently release back, then we do the other side. Left knee comes up, right elbow twisting over to that side. Abdominals nice and tight. We'll start with the right knee coming up, nice and tall. Twisting over, exhale. Gently release back. Now left, exhale. Gently release. Abdominals pull you up. Those obliques and lower back get that twist. So twisting, gently release. Focus on what we're using. Again, I say it in all our workouts. If that twisting movement is not available to you, just do the knee raise sit up nice and tall. So getting the entire abdominals working. Breathing. Let's do 2 more each side. One more each side. Right. Release. Left. Release back in your chair again. Hands, depending on what type of seat you're in. I know if you're on your couch, place the hands next to you. If you have a chair, you can hold on to it. We're going to bring our feet a little bit closer in. We're on our tippy toes. We're going to alternate right, left coming up, and then we're working on trying to bring both up at the same time. The entire part of the abdominals are working, but we're really focusing on those lower abdominals. Again, focus on the abdominals, not the tiny hip flexors that want to do all of that work. Don't pull it all into your groin. Don't even make the lower body do the majority of the work. The core is our focus right now. So either hands next to you or holding on, right, left, both. So right comes up, release it, barely taps down, left comes up. Now try and bring both up, release. Right, down, left, down, both, release. Slow control, no pain or pressure in your lower back. If you have pain or pressure in your lower back when both feet come up, stay with alternating. Breathe. Right, left, both. Let's do 2 more. Right, left, 1 more. Right, left, both. Sit up nice and tall. We're doing 1 more thing before we stretch. That focuses our lower back. Remember, that's part of our core. So I'm picking my weight up for our front bends. You can cross your arms if you don't want to use the weight and you're still focusing on form, or maybe you put your weight all the way to the side and you say, I don't want to get up. I finally got to sit down. So those feet are planted down. Keep the length in your spine. Focus on your lower back. The abdominals are pulled in tight. Weight comes to chest level. It's just sitting there. We're not throwing it front to back. We're not making the upper body do anything with it. So our chest goes forward, we inhale. Exhale, our lower back leads the way. We sit up nice and tall. Inhale, chest forward, core tight. Nice and tall. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, nice and tall. Seeing the length staying in the spine, keeping the abdominals tight, you'll feel that lower back engage and lift you up. Imagine that string now from your lower back. No momentum, not pressing from your upper back. 3 more times. 2 more. Last one. If you're holding a weight, you can release that weight down. Another perfect time, grab some water, and then we're going to go into our stretches. I'll be a good example. I'm going to grab my water too. We did it. We did the hardest part. Now we get to stretch our dessert. Especially since last week we didn't get it. Let's get a good stretch in today. All right. Nice and lifted in our chair. Again, core tight, lengthen the spine even during our stretches until I tell you otherwise. Let's twist and open to our right side. That deep spinal twist. Big, deep inhales. Big, deep exhales. Let's go through center to the left. Twist and open. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Bring your body back to center. Hands can either go next to you if you have a chair and you're able to hold on, or beside you if you're on a couch or a recliner of some sort. I just want you to feel the opening through your shoulders and chest and allow your chest to release forward. Nice flat back, straight spine, either holding on or pressing back. Breathing into entire front body as it opens up and releases. These are your stretches. Really allow yourself some time to release into them. Those deep inhales, deep exhales. We'll walk our hands back down the back of the chair or bring them from beside you onto your lap. Hollow out your belly, arch and stretch your spine as you open up your upper back. Really want you to feel those shoulder blades opening up. Feel each individual vertebrae down your spine, leading into that lower back, opening up and releasing, so entire back body. And then we'll sit back up nice and tall, our neutral spine nice and lifted. Relax those shoulders. Bring your right arm across your body. If you can, hug it in with the left and pull it across. So I want you to relax the shoulder, but feel your shoulder and upper back on your right side, and then just kind of wiggle your fingers a couple times in that right hand. We're going to open and close the arms, just releasing them 3 times, then get the left arm across the body. So open and close, 3, 2, let's bring the left arm across the body, hug it in with the right, relax that shoulder down. When we bring that arm across, we want to bring it across our neck. I want you to relax the shoulder, then pull it across. You'll feel entire shoulder into your upper back, opening up. Now wiggle those fingers a little bit. Let's open and close those arms again, 3, 2, release them onto your lap, lengthen out through that right leg. So always keeping that slight bend in the knee joint. Core is tight. We're going to walk those hands down, feeling that stretch. Once you feel your stretch, then allow yourself to release into it. I want you to gain that length, release that length down, then release into the entire stretch. Breathe into it. Back of the leg, so from our calf, back of the leg, hamstring, through the gluteals into your lower back. That's all releasing now. Let's roll up nice and slow. Sitting tall, that right foot comes up. Circle it around. Open up those toes. So get that mobility, that range of motion as you stretch your ankle joint. Again, knees not moving. Reverse the other way. We have options for the next stretch. If you have the ability, that right ankle comes up and over that left thigh, then you release forward. If that is not available to you, so we get tight hips, we get tight back, get tight gluteals. If this is not available or you only feel pain in your knee, cross at the ankles, allow your chest to go forward. Still going to get that wonderful stretch we're working towards in that hip, gluteal, and lower back on right side. Again, no pain or pressure should be in that knee, in that hip. We'll sit up nice and tall. If the foot is up, release it down or uncrossing from the ankles, lengthening out through that left leg, slight bend in the knee, hinging forward, walking those hands down. Once you feel your stretch, release into your stretch and breathe. Those deep inhales and deep exhales. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's roll it up nice and slow. Once you're sitting tall, that left foot comes up. Circle around. Again, that knee is not moving. That movement comes from the ankle joint. Reverse it other way. Now the options on this side, remember sometimes one side is tighter than the other. If you have the range of motion, ankle comes up and over the thigh, releasing chest forward. If that's not available to you, cross at your ankles, allow your chest to release forward. Breathe into that. You should feel the hip, gluteal, lower back on left side now. Again, no pain or pressure in that knee or in that hip. If you do, cross at the ankles. Never having pain in your stretches. We'll sit up nice and tall. Foot goes down or uncross the ankles. Open those feet a little more than shoulder distance apart. Let the hands release towards the floor. That back stays nice and flat. Feel entire lower body and back releasing. Let's roll it up nice and slow. When you're sitting tall, just walk those feet in towards the body. Hands are going to go onto your lap. I just want you to turn your head and look over to the right. Let's go through center, turn to the left. Come to center, let your right ear release down towards your right shoulder. Body's nice and tall. A lot of times, excuse me, with this stretch, we allow the ear to release and then the entire body releases to the side. I want you to stay nice and tall so we get the stretches and range of motion in the neck. If it feels okay, allow your chin to go through chest level. Get the left ear over to the left shoulder now. Now let the chin go towards the chest, holding it there, keeping the length in your spine. Good stretch in the back of your neck and upper back. Now bringing your gaze slightly up towards the sky. We're not adding pressure for this movement. It's not a big range of motion. Again, we're working on lengthening through the neck and the upper chest. Bring your head back to center, our neutral spine, arms down by our side, shrug our shoulders up, inhale. Exhale, just 2 more. 1 more. And circle to the front, 3. Inhale, exhale. 2. This should feel nice. Last 1. Now bring them to the back, just 3. Inhale, exhale. 2. Last 1. 3 deep inhales, exhales. Arms go up and around. Length goes overhead. Exhale. 2 more times. Big deep inhale, length up. Exhale. 1 more. Big deep inhale, length up overhead. Exhale, release it all out. Can you believe it? We made it. We did it. Yay. We should be very proud of ourselves. We did a full body workout. We did it. So I'm going to look over and see if there's any comments, questions, anything. And then we'll all get to be as lazy as Tyson once we're all done. He slept through the whole thing. He's a lucky dog, huh? All right, let's see who we have. I saw... I may not say names right, so I apologize. Della from England, she was ready to go even before the workout started. I saw she had already chimed in. Julie, same from England. Barbara Prescott with Bob over in Braintree, UK. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the workout, all of you. Alicia from Ontario, wonderful, you made it today too. I hope you enjoyed it. Beverly is in Ontario as well. Your workouts make my day. Well, thank you so much. That made my day, so right back at you. Thank you, Beverly. Leanne from Georgia. I hope you liked it today, Leanne. So like I always say, I love reading these names because I get emails from you and comments on YouTube videos, and I see you each week now. I see you. I feel like we see each other. This is our workout group, our class. Jeannie, there's my mom. Hi, Mom. Hope you liked it. Kay from Birmingham, Alabama. It's very hot and humid already. It's very hot here. We don't have the humidity here in Arizona, but man, is it hot. So make sure you drink lots of water, Kay. Don't forget. Joan and Prescott, you're trying to stay cool. I hope it's cooler there. I hope you liked it today. Jennifer, you can only stay. I hope you enjoyed. You're probably not with us any longer. I hope you enjoyed the 15 to 20 minutes that you were able to do. Rita from Ohio. She says hi to all. So hi. Hi to everyone from Rita. Tim from San Diego. I hope you liked it today, Tim. Nani right here in beautiful Arizona. Ahwatukee, but Nancy from Nova Scotia. Someone from Greece. About Creativity, that's their name. And there's Tyson to say hi. He says, are you done yet? Lorraine. She says, great workout. What size weights were you using? I was using 10-pound dumbbells, but that's where I like to say it's so wonderful to have different sizes because different body parts can constitute different weights if you have the ability to use different weights. And Mary from Texas. Good morning, Mary. I hope you liked the workout. Alicia, thank you once again for an excellent workout. You're amazing. So are you, everyone that stuck with it, hung with me the whole time and was able to. I know it goes long, but so good. These are tough workouts that I'm trying to put together a lot of times with these live streams, so you're doing good. Thank you, Leanne. Gabriella, that's my daughter. She must have, I hope she was working out with me from upstairs. Larry and Daryl in Brooklyn, I hope you guys liked it so much. Della, that from England. Brilliant, thank you. Thank you. See, this is you guys make my day. So another great workout, says Connie. Thank you so much. And Julie Elliott, also from England. Amazing, thank you. Well, thank you all so much. So you can tell he needs to go out now that he woke up from his nap. So thank you all so much. Remember, next week I might incorporate the ball. So if you have a ball, that's what we might be using. I'm still coming up with it and trying to decide. But so a ball or a pillow. But I'm trying to give you the option if you want to go get a ball. You can get them super cheap at different stores, grocery stores, convenience stores, everywhere. So that might be an option. But again, I want to thank everybody so much for joining me and sticking with me. We had the little issues last week. I got so worried about it, and I got the most wonderful comments and emails from everyone that no one was upset, and everyone was just happy they got what they got, and that really means a lot to me. So with all of that being said, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all your continued support through everything that's going on in the world. We have to stay strong in every single way, physically, mentally, emotionally. Remember, we have one another. We have this community. We are building, we are making. You can always come to me with anything. Doesn't always have to be workout stuff. We are all here for one another, and that's what it comes down to. So again, thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed the workout as much as I did. I know I was sweating. I know I got my heart rate up. We got it all in. So I will see you next week for the live stream on Thursday, and hopefully you'll do some more workouts throughout the week, and I look forward to it. Thank you again.